Hey guys, I just saw an orb. I just woke up and I have this itch inside me because I've been using tarot for a whole week in just one deck. And I'm an oracle bitch. So let's do an oracle reading. I really want to dive a bit further and deeper than the tree of life is capable of taking us, let's say it like that. So tarot cards, right, they're 87 brutally honest points in somebody's path, or internal affairs or external affairs, and then the pathways between them and how to get from point A to point B, from the sun to the moon, from the Wheel of Fortune to the Justice, from Queen of Pentacles to King of Pentacles, and so on. So it's very specific, it's very blunt as well, it's very straightforward. And oracles are a bit more cute, and we have animals and words on cards. So it's a bit different type of channeling for me. So I'm just going to freestyle this. I'm trying not to over talk myself so I don't lose any new subscribers just because I talk a bunch of shit. So if you like this video, please give it a like. Even if you don't like this video, give it a like. It helps me, being boosted in the algorithm. So we have Chameleon Spirit, act as if, with the number 14. So I'm getting this adaptation to environment, right, with the chameleon. Yeah, lovely. My mom is just, it's good to be home at 30. I should have waited, but I can't. So if you hear any noises in the back, it's probably a representation of the people around you, like just doing weird shit. So let's not try to get distracted. I've never heard her do it like so often. I hope you can't hear that shit because it's disgusting. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna redo this. We have the Parrot Spirit with watch your words. Okay, yeah, so we're watching our colors, we're watching the way we represent ourselves in environments, we're watching the way we speak so we don't offend anybody or lose subscribers, right? We're collectively trying to, on one hand, get rid of people pleasing, and on the other hand, also satisfy those around us so they don't, keep us down with their doubts. Let's say it like that. We have Badger Spirit with be fearless and bold with the number 4. The Parrot Spirit was 45, and the Stag Spirit with take the lead with number 58. So we have 5, 9, 4, and what's that? 13, which is 4. So we have a lot of, we have 2 4s, and also 3 cards, there's 4s, right? 14, 45, 4. So 444 could be significant for you. You're clearing out the clutter out of your life right now. So there's a lot of emotions being cleansed and a lot of emotions going through your body. Like you have probably been crying, because I have been crying, but it's like this release type of cry. Like this is how we rid our bodies, our vessels of all of this negative energy. And this is how we become a lot more fearless and bold, because processing emotions is actually riding the wave, right? So I'm seeing like surfing, and the waves can consume you. Like if you, go out into the ocean, being your ocean of emotion that you have probably suppressed in the past. Whoa, I'm spitting rhymes. Is somebody here a rapper? 444 on the timer. I looked. Oh my god, yeah, confirmation. Tingly crowns. So I'm here, I'm seeing this surfer, right? Like when you have like those tablets where on the surfing spots, like on the beach, the way the current is, right? So the current can suck you in to the open seas, which is highly dangerous if you're not well versed in swimming in these oceans, right? Sorry, I literally just woke up. So it's been hard for some people to navigate these emotions, but you collective, you and I, we have been watching to who we speak these emotions. We've been watching to who we show these colors, especially these emotional colors. And when it comes to being fearless and bold and taking the lead, I'm getting this heavy masculine energy, like man masculine energy as well. Even if you're a female, like you're just so like these two cards are like staring into my soul. That's how masculine they are presenting. So the stag and this white stag reminds me of that Harry Potter. So it's like this father energy. So maybe somebody's passed on father could be coming through just to say hello, and that you got this, baby, you got this. Whoever that paternal figure could also be your grandfather or uncle, or just somebody that used to watch you when you were a kid, even if they weren't related to you. There is a masculine energy around you that is supporting you in your newfound stability, and they really wish for you to take the lead in your life, in your emotions, and be so bold about expressing them and trusting in the magic. Yeah, I pushed on the cards, so I kind of skipped the second card, so we're gonna take the third card and the first card, because it says, White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic, with number 66. And the Owl Spirit, you see clearly now, with number 43. Let's take a couple more. I'm really digging these animals. I love this deck so much. Shout out to my ex who gave it to me. If you're watching this, I still love you and I still hate you. Stay away from me. Far, far, far away from me. Anyway, we have the Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll just take the one of the two that fell out, and the second one we'll put on the bottom to still have sorry for coughing. 747. Sorry, 747. What's going on with all these word spittings and rhymes that are coming out of me? Somebody here is definitely in the energy of creating music or creating poetry or expressing their emotions through writing about them, either making it into a rap song or a bluesy pop song or a poem or a haiku, the fuck you name it, right? So you have been changing the way you act. So I'm seeing this energy of, you used to be not a people pleaser per se, but you were going into social circles where you had to either, if you were to express yourself fully the way you are, you thought you might get, or you predicted that you probably would have get kind of like bullied per se. So in my personal way of giving this as an example is, I used to go out on Friday nights to, you know, relax after work, have a beer or two, right? And I would talk about doing tarot and being really passionate about it. And a lot of people are like, you know, mocking me about it, and it doesn't exist. And a lot of people don't know how it works, so they push it away instantly because they never experienced it. And I just never forced myself onto people. Like, that's fine, you can believe whatever. It's like, you know, being vegan. There's a difference when you're forcing it down somebody's mouth, like making them feel bad that they're not vegan, right? Or vegetarian, because you know, sometimes the way we live our lives, we just cannot pull people into our timeline of get on my level, bitch, right? So whatever you have been doing, it was hard to express your art or your soul the way you are, communicate how you feel, or it was just this very masculine energy around, like only caring about real jobs with real money, and who has more money, who has a better car. And you, collective, you are just not like that. You have your own world, and you probably have been hanging out with very few people, like very specific people, only people that you trust and can express to, because you were done shifting your true colors to fit the environment, because now you're like this beautiful multicolored chameleon. And if you like Google chameleons, they're usually looking kind of like Dubai sand, right? Not very colorful, but you're an oasis. You're an oasis of creativity. Whatever you do, like, you are so creative, artistic. Even if you don't know how to draw, you're maybe putting your energy into coloring to calm down, and with coloring in the lines or making it abstract within the print that somebody else drew, you're able to let your mind calm down and think about things a bit clearer. And what you've been doing is, seeing the magic, trusting in the magic, trusting in the process, and overcoming all these obstacles by taking your own stance in life, like taking lead for who you are. Because the cat came below the stag, and they're like super independent energies. Cat is independence. You can let out a cat, it'll survive. You cannot let out a doggy and expect for it to survive, right? So I'm getting this, you've transitioned from being this puppy or a dog, just loyal to the wrong people because they fed you, I'm hearing. And now you're turning into this cat with wings with the number 13, which is another 4. So your independence is your stability. It's your parameter of structure, right? The way you're independent, either money-wise or independent from family, you have your own car, you don't care if it's like an old beaten up Honda, as long as it drives, like you're grateful for the things that you have. Because Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. You may have come off, especially I'm getting this masculine energy, because there's many, I'm seeing a lot of different people that my intuition and brain kind of relate to, so I can get different storylines. So there are different storylines in this reading. So if you're a whatever combination, male, female, alien, whatever, right? But I'm seeing this tall, a bit more plump guy that is just very proud of who he is, the way he is. Like, I'm getting this friend that would never watch my readings, but maybe out of like making fun out of it. But as he watches these, maybe down the line, if ever, he would, be understanding this from that perspective, where in the past he would be one of those groups, and now he's one of my people, where he understands that that's the other group, and we are here because we are the ones that are fearless and bold. Because I'm getting this, especially if you're a bit more plump and really, really tall, like almost fear-inducingly tall person, like not giving a shit and being willing to fight at any time, or be cool all the time. I'm getting this like gangsta vibe, really, wherever you're from and whatever type of coloring you have on the outside. I'm getting a lot of pride was transmuted from you, because you were fearless and bold about the decisions you had to make. So I'm getting kind of like a blocked or a clearing in the throat chakra. So it's like it's coming from the upper heart centrum towards the the jugular, is it the chin area? So I'm getting like an expansion and release from heart. So a lot of you could be expressing your emotions a lot more, especially if you are very masculine or used to be very, you know, prepared to protect from that masculine energy. Okay, that was a wild one. I mean, long one. I hope you understand. If you resonate with this, like I'm getting this, like you, I don't know, it's like I'm getting a rapper all the time, but a very tall one, very tall one, and with a very puffed up chest. But that's your new timeline. That's 7, because you have stayed stable in who you are and your image around these people. You never changed, but you kind of kept certain thoughts for yourself or for your smaller groups of people. But I'm getting like very independent masculine, like you never expressed your emotions, or you haven't expressed your emotions in years, could be up to 10 years or more even for some of you, where it would have been looking kind of femme, you know, if you would have. But now you're discovering that expressing emotions is actually releasing attachments that are from your past timelines, which are also co-creating your interdependence. Or, you know, like it's like when we have past life karma to deal with, we realize through our life that we are constantly living all the timelines at the same. And when you overlap them, you can glide forward because you're true to yourself in this timeline. So I'm getting a lot of mirror talk, or boosting your self-confidence on your own and processing everything alone type of energy, which in turn puts out this puffed up chest energy. But it's not because you are egotistical or over cocky or whatever, you know. It's because you are royal by default because of that, because you have so much gratitude for the things you have. You could have grown up a bit more on the poor side, and that brought you a lot more gratitude than some people that weren't struggling as much, that are maybe, yeah, we have the Knight on the bottom. Be brave and honest on another deck. And also what you've been learning, especially if you're this masculine, it's being more graceful does not mean you are a little bitch, because you don't have to constantly fight for survival, because you are 1818 on the timer. You are the definition of survival. I cannot make this shit up. We have the Knight again. Be brave and honest. So yeah. So what are knights? A knight is somebody that is not a king, yeah? You were... I'm seeing this, I'm getting, yeah, it's... Okay, we're gonna channel. Spirit pointed me towards the rose and the cup. So I'm getting this Sophia energy, right? A lot of you probably don't know what Sophia energy means at all. So I'm just going to explain it in a normal sense. So you have realized that you have masculine and feminine energies within your vessel at this point. You know that you have yin and yang, right? And those are, you know, balanced with within and without, light and dark. And also this knight has been cloaked in this white and gold robe, and underneath he is armored. So your energy is, I'm seeing orbs again, your energy is prepared to fight all the time, but also it has this veil of grace and femininity around you, where you can immerse yourself in these topics that you weren't able to immerse yourself in your lower timelines. So as you take the lead, as you progress in this on this timeline, the one that you want to be, your best self, you are figuring out that you have the great teacher coming on the bottom of the deck with learn from spiritual experiences. Yeah, so there could be certain spiritual experiences, like with the stag spirit in Harry Potter, where his father showed himself up to do whatever he had to do at that time. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I watched maybe 4. Don't kill me. But with the stag coming on the left of the night and the sun came out on the right with the great teacher, I'm getting these visions or elementals or, you know, things in nature that you took note of, or a shape in the clouds or a falling star. Like, you started being way more occupied with these signs as you were as a kid. So just to reclaim certain parts of yourself, that inner child that was never lived out loud, is now being kind of reciprocated back from the energies. Sorry about that. From the energies of your surroundings. Like, you're taking in all these signs and symbols in a, let's say, a bit more feminine way. So you could be actually, you know, Googling the meaning of angel numbers, or being like, you know, I don't know, you're sitting in your room thinking something and you change the way you think about it, or you're trying to change the way you think about your life and the things around you. And as you switched that thought, the sun shone right through a little crack in the clouds, right directly into your room. So you took that as a sign. Or you saw an animal that you connect to, a past loved one, or could even be the same breed of a dog or cat, or like something that, you know, it's like it looks just like them. You know, and as we move on through life, the spirit world is getting filled with more souls, and a lot of these souls are stuck, and you don't want to be a soul that's stuck in any timeline, any past timeline. So you're releasing yourself because you're learning from these spiritual experiences, right? And right underneath night, we got, sorry, I'm getting crampy. I mean, my knees are fucked because I'm 30 plus. So we got the Shaolin Master. Be grateful in movement and action. So you could be working out more, or just instead of doing things like going to fitness or doing the whatever everybody else is doing, you might be more internalizing now into the meditative state, calming your mind, trying to sit still for 15 minutes, thinking about nothing. It's like there's so much that needs to come out of you. So much. And yeah, this praying mantis spirit animal could be significant for you. Okay, we got the water guardian coming out literally sideways, which is connecting with your emotions. You will only be able to enjoy the successes of the sun, the happiness, if you put these emotions back in the upright position. Okay, I just picked this up upside down. We got the eagle, see from a higher perspective. So collective, this I'm getting 2 timelines. Depends on where you are in your spiritual path. But for beginners, this is the energy that I'm getting. You're just now seeing the way that the universe works, or you're just now figuring out the way it works for you, and the way you move through your emotional waters and the way you express, it clears out these pathways of expression, and you're now setting parameters of up to where your auric field can go. You're learning about maybe shields or spells or stuff like that. I personally don't do spells. I only send back energy that's not mine, which is all I need, honestly. But for those that are a bit more masterful when it comes to energy, you are the sun for other people. You are the one that shows the path. You're the stag spirit that shows up. You're the father, right? I'm the father. I'm your... Who's your daddy? But I'm getting either a mother or a father figure in your group, wherever you come to. Like, you could be like me, where you're like a shaman of many tribes, is what I like to call myself, where I don't feel like I belong into any circle or setting, but I always have a mission there. Because you and me are able, because we're shamans, we're able to see things from a higher perspective. Because we have embraced this energy of inner peace, of constant destruction and creation cycles. We have been through so much, so many things that other people haven't even dipped their toes in, that we started... Did you hear the birds? They just shut the fuck up. So it's like, okay, I'm getting a lot of channelings. Sorry, guys. One by one. Stand in line, please. So, my masters, you are this eagle and the shaman, this owl wisdom. You have... Sorry, it's mirrored, so I... you have this owl wisdom of intuition, that the way you see everything 360, like no hacks can come and stab you in the back. Every arrow is being broken and reassembled into a portal for you. Yeah, chills, man. Because, yeah, we had eagle, shaman, broken arrow, and medicine mother. You're honoring your inner knowing. You're trusting the magic within. And you're trusting that... You're trusting yourself, and you're trusting the source. You're trusting the sun, and you're trusting your force. What the fuck? Okay. Let's move on. Let's do just one deck for advice. And hope that my camera doesn't die while I'm searching for your advice. Okay, let's do these. Or... yeah. Okay. Switching the energy I'm feeling. I'm getting a release of... It feels like decalcification of the third eye. It feels like small little particles are being chipped away right here. It's like the bottom of your... The top of your nose and your eyebrows need release. These muscles could be quite important for you to relax, to massage. Cheers. Look at my stones. My stones are amazing. You can't see shit because my camera's not amazing. So, Let's see, what's the advice for the collective? I should have a POV so you see what I check, and because I want to shuffle a little bit more, you know, and then the same card comes out. And it's to be fair with this Justice card energy and an owl on top. Sorry, I'm filming this in 180p so my camera doesn't overheat, because I'm still figuring out why the fuck is just overheating, because I can't film for more than like 25 minutes. Yeah, and it makes me mad. So, and next to that we have the soulmates with the numbers 38, which is what, 11, and 41, which is 5. So we have this master number. You have been mastering co-creating with spirit. You've been mastering balancing yourself, your energies, your external and internal energies, and you don't care how you look while doing it, is what I'm hearing. You have unlocked the hearts of many people, or you will be able to unlock many hearts with these people, because your intuition has been driving you on this spiral for so long, and you just now realize certain sequences in life, I'm getting like Fibonacci and, you know, the golden rule and, you know, Michelangelo, that type of shit. And we have the blast card coming out with number 22, which is, I got this kind of like snail imagery, even though it's not just, but it's, she looks like a mermaid fairy of the clouds, and a lot of feminine energy with the pinks and the purples. But I'm getting the pinks and the purples in this card is you understanding that your heart chakra, your heart center, is consisting of 2 levels, right? So one is green, which can be highly related to money, and which is also why our hearts are being blocked, because of that correlation being with money. So a lot of people think or thought in the past that money would make them happy, whereas now unconditional love, which is the pink or the upper heart centrum part of the chakra, representing that love unconditioned. And you are the type of person that is kind of like looking for a partner for life. Yeah, it's like this voyage has been this never-ending story of being either rejected by your partners, or, you know, it's been hard to find soulmates or people that are your soul family, just because your heart wasn't in the right place in your old timeline. But in this new timeline, we have the 11 and 22 on each side of the soulmates, which is the number 41, so 5. That's changing, right? 5 is change. 11 and 22 are master numbers. I just looked up and it was 3333. My God. So you are understanding how much support you have from your ancestors, your spirit guides, the universe, you know, the source, and you have been detaching yourself from the lower realms. It's like you're pushing this energy out from your sacral, your solar plexus, so you are now able to take the lead